Hey YouTube family, this is Francie with Finding Joy, and I am outside today. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I tried to do one and then I got interrupted by a phone call and I just haven't gotten back to making a video. And so I decided I would come to the Causeway today. It's Tuesday and I didn't think it would be that busy. And I brought my dog, so if you look down, there's really nobody. There's one man way down there. He just got there. So, oh, you can't see. Or can you see? Yeah, I think you can see. Okay. And then, no, you can't see. I need to switch it to the other way. But anyway, there isn't very many people on this side. So, I got some things to talk about, to share with y'all, so stay tuned. Okay, I wish you could flip the scene while you are videoing, but you can't do that. So I'm kind of on the Causeway, and there's not very many people here. My first spot, you know, it's hard to pick that spot because you're wondering, is this the good spot? Is this a nice spot? You know, and but for now, we're alone. I picked a spot further down, and it wasn't too bad. There was somebody fishing, and I thought, oh, that's going to work. Well, a car pulled up. I had just gotten the chair out of the car, and a car pulled up, and there was a little boy in there, and he ran to the water. And he started chasing the seagulls, and I thought, oh, this is not going to work. Because I have my dogs, and I didn't want that little boy coming up and bothering the dogs, because I brought my one dog that we don't trust very much to get her out. And yeah, so I just got back in the car and drove further down, and this spot's not too bad. Like I said, there's somebody that just showed up way down there, but they're not going to bother me. The dogs are kind of antsy. I don't think they know what to do. So there is Bella right there. Seems like they just want to go and walk. I brought the short leashes just so I could hang on to them a little bit better. The retractable ones kind of get tangled, especially when I have two. And Ginger is sitting behind me in the shade. She might get too hot. I don't know. This is the first time I've brought her out, but I wanted to bring her out. Oh, there's a fish jumping over there. Every so often, a fish jumps out of the water. Oh, Ginger, what you doing? There's Ginger. Yeah, I've got them tied so they can't go very far. What are you doing? All right, so anyway, look at those little birds. There's one, they're looking for some food. I don't know what this guy, oh, there's that fish again. There's a fish that just jumps out of the water. I don't know what this guy's looking for, but he's going real slow. Trying to get something. You can walk out a little ways and it's just sand, but then, there's a bunch of seaweed and stuff. Oh, there's a pelican right there too. Oh, maybe he's looking for that fish that keeps jumping up. You know, pelicans remind me of prehistoric birds. They're the one bird that when I see it flying, it just looks like a prehistoric, you know, kind of like the Jurassic Parks. Oh, he's got a fish. Oh, he threw a fishing net out there. I guess that's one way to fish. I see. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if he catches any that way, or catches a lot. Well, he's got something in the bottom. Interesting. All right, so let me share a little bit what's going on in my life. And first thing is, I had a tooth pulled yesterday. This is a tooth that needed to be pulled a long time ago, and mostly finances and timing. And who likes to go have that done? I don't. So I went and had it pulled, and that's good. It's pretty close to taking all my teeth on the top left. I'm pretty close to those all being gone. What I hope to do is be able to get a partial plate, because I have all the teeth on the bottom. Well, there's a bridge on the bottom too. Oh, he just threw it out. Okay. Anyway, so we'll see where that goes. Oh, I just heard a big splash. Interesting. My dogs don't really like to be in the water much. I try to walk along the edge, but they don't like it. I like to walk in the water. Oh, he did get some already. Well, that's a fast way to fish then. A lot of people fish around here. All right, so my dental work, that is an issue. I've been battling a urinary tract infection for several months. I've had antibiotics here and there, but yeah, it just doesn't seem to be killing whatever it is. I really need to get back to a urologist, which once again is money. And so I've been looking for another job outside of teaching ever since I moved here. And I didn't really necessarily have a timeline to where I would decide, okay, I really need to do something. So I did deny a couple teaching jobs. They just didn't feel right to me. And so then after that, I've looked and just nothing. I don't even get called for interviews. I apply at so many jobs. Every day I was spending hours applying for jobs. Never got any phone calls. So I know if going back to teaching, I would have a better salary. I would also have the benefits that I need to get things taken care of. So I would also have dental insurance, so I could get my dental stuff taken care of. I would have the health insurance, so I could find a urologist and get that taken care of. And also with my blood pressure and cholesterol and stuff. I need to go to a doctor on a more consistent basis than I do right now. And the only way to do that is if I have health insurance, good health insurance. And that's usually only provided with a professional job. So I put my application into a school district that had a couple openings. Strangely enough, they still had some openings. And what I did find out was my application with that school district wasn't even completed. It hadn't been finalized, and I had no idea. So probably one reason I never got calls for jobs. But when I found that out, I fixed that problem. We got that figured out, and I have been hired to teach at a high school, and I'm going to be teaching environmental science, which is one science I have pushed and said we really need to teach students environmental science. And I think I'll have a couple sections of biology. So that's what's been going on in my life, and I had to go through all the hiring process, which seemed to take forever. I quit my Amazon job, and I probably quit it too early, but I was thinking I need to be available for when they say, okay, you're ready to come. So what that does is that cut off my income. So I'm probably going to have, I don't know, a couple weeks to maybe a month with no income. I hope it's not a month. They haven't really told me when my first paycheck will be. So that's kind of scary. And when you call people and say, hey, I'm transitioning jobs, and they really don't care. To be honest with you, they're like, oh, okay, but we can't do it. We can't help you. And then they'll be like, well, have I helped you? I don't know how they end the call. And I said, no, you haven't, because you haven't helped me. Trying to do the right thing by calling you and letting you know I'm transitioning. It's windy. I don't know if y'all are going to hear this wind or not. yeah, tell them I'm transitioning to another job and blah blah blah. They don't care. They honestly do not care. Okay, so anyway, and I had to have dental work done. And then getting hired, I had to pay for a physical, I had to pay for fingerprinting, and I had to pay for a drug test. So that all came out of my pocket, which I don't have that kind of money out of my pocket. I might have a little bit of spending money that I spend on yarn and material, but yeah. So anyway, that's all taken care of. I'm starting tomorrow. So that brought me out here today. It's not raining. It's in the 80s, so it's really nice. The breeze is really nice. I'm not on the beach. I'm on the Causeway, and I would guess this might be a bay. I'm not sure. I don't know. The sand it's not as nice as the beach. The shells are old, have mildew, and it's like they've been in the water for a while. So yeah, the shells aren't as nice here, and I don't know if you can clean them off somehow to bring them back to life. I don't know, but they just get worn out in the water and traveling all their travels and where they go. So I decided I'd come out here, and I brought my dogs. They don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for a long time, and they're not used to that because they're used to my daughter being home. So yeah, transition time again, but I feel really good about this job. I've met the teachers, and they seem that they're all really nice, good people, and I'm just excited about getting started. I'm really excited about teaching environmental science, and I just think that's something we all should learn about. And I'm usually teaching chemistry, so this is going to be different, and I kind of like that it's a little bit different. So that's what's going on in my life. I'm hoping this will help me with my future plans as well, get some bills paid off, and be able to save to get my next vehicle, whether it be a van or these birds are diving for food, a van or a pickup truck where I tow something, or get a truck camper or something like that. So I'm still thinking along those lines. I do have to get another vehicle eventually because my daughter, she's going to need a vehicle. And so I just need to decide for sure, do I want a truck or do I want a van? And so we'll see. I need to go and look at some truck campers and just see how much room there is in those. I know I could stand up in a truck camper, and it would have everything built out like an RV. It would have a bathroom and all the cabinets built in and stuff. So that's kind of nice because the storage is already built in. You can get them with slides, so they give you a little bit more room. So who knows? But I'm still going along that plan. Hopefully I'll be able to get some debt paid off with this teaching position, and yeah, that's my plan for now. So my day is going to be a lot different, but I think it will be okay. I think that I'll adjust to it just like I do any other schedule, and just hoping to be able to meet the goals that I'm trying to meet, especially with my health and with getting things paid off and prepared to be able to quit, or like when I get on my Social Security, and be able to survive on that. So And then I'll have my summers where I could go and camp somewhere for a while. I'd like to head up north, go camp in Michigan for a little bit, and other places. I want to go to Montana too, and Utah, so we'll see. All right, I guess this video's been long enough. I'm going to cut it off. I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope you're finding joy. So y'all be blessed.